Just thought I would just talk on this kind of something that was going on, that I was meant to be doing some talks in the church, and it was before I actually it was before I did any talks in the church. It was quite a while ago. But basically, my parents were away. I was lying in my bed. As I'm lying there, I feel this like a demon creature grab a hold of me from behind, kind of like hugging me from behind. I was in a trance-like state when it was happening. But anyway, what he was doing was that he started growling, like a deep growl kind of thing. And he started showing me this vision within my mind. He showed me a vision of myself on the stage. Um, so I was thinking to myself, okay, and it looked like I was in a big building of some kind. There was people there, so I could see myself standing on a stage. Um, from my angle, I was right about here, and the people were on on my. Um, the camera's a bit funny, so it's hard to tell which is the left and the right. So on my, because it kind of spins things around. Um, so anyway, it doesn't matter. But basically, I saw myself on the stage, and I saw everybody there, and they were laughing at me. Okay, right? I thought to myself, right, why is this demon showing me this for? I was kind of thinking to myself, well, and I saw people clapping. They were clapping in a pattern kind of a way for some reason. It was like as if the demon was giving me this illusion of some kind of seeing another me on a stage, and everybody ridiculing me for some reason. And they were kind of clapping in a pattern kind of thing. They were going like this in a sarcastic way. They seemed sarcastic, and it was like the demon was trying to show that if I was to ever do any talks, that I'd be ridiculed. It was like as if he was trying to put me off from ever doing a talk in front of a large audience. So anyway, I was kind of thinking to myself, well, what's this got to do with anything? I mean, normally you demons usually attack me and do horrible things to me, but why are you showing me this for? I was thinking to myself, because they normally do crazy things to me, like clawing at me and things like that, right? Um, and scaring the living daylights out of me. So I was kind of thinking to myself, why is it showing me this for? Eventually, it gone away, and within my mind's eye, I was able to see what it was, what it looked like. It had curly hair. It's really bushy curly hair that it had. It looked like a man. Um, his face kind of changed into like almost like a vampire-looking face, with jagged teeth, extremely sharp teeth, and um, extremely aggressive. Uh, Very abnormal to see that. Extremely terrifying to see that. I hate it when I see that. When I see what they look like, it's not nice. It's really horrifying. um, but anyway, so I was kind of thinking to myself, like, why is it showing me this for? Eventually, when my parents get back, they say, "Oh, Hamish, we're thinking about getting you to talk to the people in the church." I was thinking, really? And yeah, we're thinking about getting you to do a talk in the church. So I went and asked them, well, because when I had that spiritual attack, I looked at the clock and it was around about 9 o'clock in the morning, and I just decided to ask my parents, well, what time did you um, talk on me um, talking in the church? Because then it started to make sense to me. I started to think to myself, okay, is that why that demon is showing me that? Because my parents are thinking of getting me to talk in the church. So anyway, my parents kind of, I asked them, well, what time did you just talk on that? And they said, well, we talked about it very early in the morning when we were leaving, their location to drive about an hour's drive. They were about an hour's drive away, I think it was. They were quite far away anyway when they were talking about me talking to doing a talk in the church, because they just left the area. And so they said it was around about 9 o'clock in the morning, roughly around about that time. So I thought, they didn't give me an exact time, but it was roughly around about that time. And then it all clicked. It all made sense to me why that demon was showing me that vision for, And yeah, I realized to me that it's like as if these demons they know that I know the truth. They know that I know too much information, and they don't want me sharing it with anybody. My information. It all made sense to me. They don't want me to give up my research to the public, to churches. That's what I realized, what was going on there. So it all made sense to me. And of course, there's demons that are probably still working behind the scenes, trying to figure out ways to put me off, So I have to put up with them now and again. When they try to turn people against me, they try to play mind games with the public, you see, to turn the public against me, in any way that they can, just using sheer psychology. So people, I don't know exactly how to do it, but they're very clever at what they do. I've seen how they work. I've seen how demons work. They're very clever. They can manipulate people very easily. They don't need to possess someone to manipulate them. You have to be careful. You see what comes in your head, because it could be from a demon. They always work hard at putting ideas into people's heads, create false realities in people's heads. So I have to be careful, because sometimes the general public will change, and usually it confuses me, because I'm kind of going, okay, what's going on there? It's like at college, for example, or anywhere. It's like people were acting very strange around me for some reason, and were showing signs of aggression and anger towards me for no reason at all. And it didn't matter where I went, whether at college or at work, on the bus. It just didn't make sense. These people don't even know me. It just didn't make any sense. I was like, what's going on here? I felt like I was in some kind of horror film or something, where it's like everybody's turning into zombies or something, It's kind of strange to see that. It wasn't very normal. But anyway, I know that there's spirits out there that are, playing around with people's heads continually, and I'll just have to ignore it as best I can, really. That's all I can do. But anyway, bye for now anyway. Just thought I would share this.